what do you think of Ukraine now? Has anything changed against?
Well, it's a little bit different in different ways, but not really majorly different. Because here, I mean, even though you go to different places, it's been pretty relaxed in many ways.
Right now we're in Odessa, so we went to 4 cities, Kyiv, Kharkov, Odessa, Nikolaev. Here's Chris, he survived the entire tour. So I just want to ask him some questions and see what's his tour experience. So first of all, where are you from, Chris?
Well, I live in Central Florida right now, in between Daytona Beach and Orlando.
So it's a fairly short flight for you compared, from Phoenix.
Compared to Phoenix, yes. But it was a long flight with everything going on with the 3-hour layover and 3-hour wait in JFK because of weather, then another extended layover in Amsterdam, and just the whole rerouting and ordeal with the airlines. An interesting journey getting over here, but otherwise I made it.
So you mentioned it's not your first tour, or
Correct.
what tour have you done before?
I was here in July of 2019, so 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was our tour.
Yeah.
So it's good to good to do another tour together
Yes.
again. So
Yeah.
it's fun. So what do you think of Ukraine now? Has anything changed against?
Well, it's a little bit different in different ways, but not really majorly different. Because here, I mean, even though you go to different places, it's been pretty relaxed in many ways. My previous tour, I did the Odessa, Nikolaev, Kherson. This time I did Kyiv, Kharkov, Odessa, Nikolaev. So I never did go to the other for Kyiv and Kharkov before. So those sites I wasn't really too familiar with. But for here, Odessa was the same place. Nikolaev was different. Yeah.
So what was your favorite social? Which one out of 4 did you like the most?
Well, Odessa's fun. I mean, there was less women, but still, it was enjoyable. Kyiv was interesting, the location at it. Kharkov was nice, except for like sometimes it did get loud at different points, and trying to move away from it, the smoking area and everything. But it was a nice club, though.
Definitely, and we did have a lot of women in Kharkov, so it might be a little hard to mingle, go from table to table.
In different ways, yeah. I mean, even though I think you said that there was a large amount at Kyiv, it was spread out, but Kharkov, there was a lot of women there, and really wouldn't have known it because I guess the fluctuation throughout the night, people coming and going, but still easily to move around and talk to people. And for those 2 cities, I did have women came up to me, where I would say here in Odessa, when they mentioned about your interpreter, kind of like being your bodyguard, she really was, and in a good way, because kind of like when somebody would come up to me and she was like, no, let's go over here. So it was good, because sometimes people will come up to you and you're just sort of like, I'll be a little nice.
Did you meet anyone special during any of those socials?
I've met some different people. I will say there's one woman in Kyiv that she was on my list that I sent in, and so went on 3 dates and plan on seeing her again when I go up there. Kharkov went on a few dates with some people from the socials. Nikolaev did go on a date, and she was also from my list. Had to have an interpreter, so she understood some English, and with some things we use Google Translate. Then here in Odessa, I've gone on a few dates also, and tonight I'm going on 2 other ones. One of them was I met at the social. Actually, both of them were there. One was on my list when I sent in, and she was also at the social too.
So do you think social is an effective way to meet people, or individual introductions are better?
I think it'd be a combination, because definitely with the social, there's a lot of women there, and you can easily meet people. Because sometimes, like this time of the year, coming across a lot of women on vacation. And so you can send a list in, and it's like, oh, they're out of country on vacation in Turkey or wherever. So it becomes a combination. I think they're both good. And they both have pros and cons, because especially you can, like with your list you send in, you can figure out like the English level. And at the social, you'll find out like if they speak English or not. And some women also on your first date feel much more comfortable to have a translator because of the comfort level. It's a strange man, and go.
Yeah, you never know who you're meeting. Could be Ted Bundino.
And it's perfectly fine, because that's happened before, and then finding out that she speaks English, understands it. But I can understand if I was in her positions, like this is a complete stranger, so the comfort level.
Do you feel like your search may be hopeless?
Check out our website at angelsofpassion.com.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new.